Hi, everyone. Happy Mindfulness Monday. Dr. Arianne here. Thank you so much for joining. Feel free to find a comfortable spot. You can lie or sit down, whatever feels good for you this evening. Allowing yourself to settle into your body, allowing yourself this gift of the present moment in what's often a busy time of the year for many of us, giving yourself this space, this time to connect and to simply be. We're oftentimes moving from one thing to the next, doing. But oftentimes we're not necessarily present. We're on autopilot. So, again, giving yourself this gift of just being. Sometimes that can feel uncomfortable. Sometimes that brings up unpleasant emotions and sensations. And tonight I invite you to honor all of those things. So I invite you to bring your awareness to your emotions, noticing what emotions are coming up for you. Whether that's happiness, joy, content, peacefulness, whether it's sadness, frustration, anger. Maybe you don't notice anything right now, and that's okay too. But whatever you do, taking this moment to honor them. Notice if you feel them in your body somewhere. Perhaps that neck tightness that you've had all day, or that hip pain. Is that associated with one of your emotions? Now I invite you to bring your awareness to your physical sensations. As you gently scan your body from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, noticing if there's any tightness, tension, pain, discomfort, or maybe it's simply just the temperature. Your hands are cold, your feet are cold. Maybe your body's warm. Maybe it's simply noticing the clothes resting on your skin. But allowing yourself to tune into these sensations, to truly feel. Again, some of them may be pleasant and some of them may be unpleasant. But it's all adding to your experience in this moment. And now noticing any thoughts. Throughout the day, our thoughts are moving from one to the next, to the next, to the next. Sometimes that could be super overwhelming because it feels like we can never, quote unquote, clear our mind. But the reality is that's not really the goal, is that our thoughts are going to be moving from one to the next. So taking this opportunity to tune into your thoughts, to maybe even notice the process of thinking itself, to immerse yourself in the thoughts for just a moment without any judgment, without any labeling, without any frustration. Simply just noticing and welcoming all of the thoughts. And now noticing the sounds around you. So noticing if the sounds are distant, if they're close by, if they're loud, if they're soft. Are you able to notice the sounds without labeling or judging them? Are you able to simply just notice them and allow them to be part of your experience rather than a distraction? And now, noticing your breath. As you do so, without changing your breath, simply noticing your inhalation and exhalation. Noticing the subtle movement of the rib cage and the spine, the pressure that builds up with each breath. Maybe noticing the pressure as it moves all the way down to the pelvis. Your breath is your anchor, your safe haven. So when your thoughts begin to drift away, when you feel distracted, when you feel frustrated, you can use your breath as this anchor to redirect to the present moment. Because when you notice your breath and you tune into your breath, it's really challenging to be anxious. It's really challenging to be angry because you're truly in a present state awareness. Even if it's just for that moment, it can shift your state entirely. So, as you begin to expand your awareness to include your emotions and your thoughts and the sounds around you and your physical sensations, noticing what it feels like to truly tune in rather than tune out. Noticing what it feels like to welcome the pleasant and the unpleasant sensations, emotions, and thoughts. What it feels like to reserve judgment against any of those. So I invite you to take 2 quick sniffs in and then a pursed lip exhale. We'll try that one more time. 2 quick sniffs in and a big exhale. Letting go of any excess tension or unwanted thoughts or emotions that you're holding on to. And thanking yourself for being here each and every week and dedicating this time towards cultivating mindfulness in your life. And also showing up for you so that you can show up for everyone else. All right. So, for the intention this week is to notice as well as welcome all of the pleasant and unpleasant experiences that you might have day to day. So often we get so frustrated with the things that maybe don't go our way, or we get frustrated with a thought or an emotion or pain. But really, those are all just part of our human experience. And so when we can shift the way that we perceive these things, it can really shift our state. So instead of being frustrated right away, we can acknowledge that it's part of our experience. I like the example of sounds. So, sounds around you, we could either be really frustrated with because we're trying to be quiet and silent and still, or we could welcome the sounds around us as normal distractions that we have in life and allow them to be part of your experience. So it's just the way that we can begin to perceive the world. So I love doing a pleasant and an unpleasant event calendar. So you can start to write down the pleasant events that you have throughout the day. So it could be something as simple as having a cup of coffee in the morning, a favorite blanket, a spot on the couch, petting a dog, hanging out with a loved one. It could be really simple. And then you could also jot down some of the unpleasant things that happen. And the purpose of that is to begin to see how you can shift those to either neutral or maybe even potentially a pleasant experience. Okay, so have fun, enjoy. I hope you have a great week, and I appreciate everyone coming every week. All right, I'll see you next Monday. Take care.